Yo guys, Jacob Bardoti here, back for another vlog, and today we're going to be doing a couple things on my Mustang 5.0. I have a loose Panhard bar and also a loose muffler on my Corsa. The right one is kind of tilting down, and the Panhard bar is making like a clunking noise, so I have blue Loctite for that, and then I'm also going to adjust my mufflers and make sure those are looking nice. Another update is I have a daily driver I bought for about $300, which is pretty freaking insane, so stick around after I do these little fixes. I'll show you guys that and introduce the new daily driver to the channel. So another mod that's coming soon is I'm doing my calipers in a yellow color. Now this color, when I pulled it out, it's a duplicate color caliper paint. When I pulled it out, I thought this was gonna be just way too bright, but we sprayed it on the box and it looks pretty good, so I'll show you guys that. This is the color it's gonna be, which looks really good. It's more school bus yellow, which is what I wanted. So I have primer, clear coat, and of course 2 cans of yellow. So the new Brembo brake stickers are on their way. So just a real quick comparison, that's the red that it has right now, and that's the yellow it's gonna be with a black Brembo sticker. I'm pretty freaking excited for that. I think it's gonna turn out amazing. It's gonna make this car pop. I don't want the full Batman theme, but this is looking pretty good. Another small update before I get started. Prints FKN. I hope, I might have to bleep that just so I don't get AdSense, denied, but Prints printed this out for me. It's black chrome. There's my YouTube channel. So depending on how it reflects, you can see it. So I think that's pretty cool. I wanted it kind of stealth. So if you guys see me on the road, snap a pic and tag me in it. That's pretty cool. Without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and start jacking up the car. I have to do it anyways because the exhaust and the Panhard bar are basically the same area. So I'll just go ahead and check that out and see what's going on. I do want to show you guys the before. They're super dirty. It's been raining here, but you can kind of see how that fitment is right there. Compare that to this one. You can tell it's a lot lower, and it's just kind of bothering me. It's something small, but it'll be a quick fix hopefully. So now you guys can see that the jack stand is there. You want to place it under the axles because for the Panhard bar to be adjusted, you're going to need it to be under load. So this kind of simulates being under load while you can still get under there. First thing though is I'm going to work on these exhausts. I just want it to hang a little higher. Yeah, it just seems like it's loose and needs to be pushed up and rebolted. So I'm going to go ahead and knock that out real quick and show you guys the after. Just finished up the exhaust. The Corsas are now lined up. Turns out actually both sides were messed up and not aligned. They both kind of dropped down, which I think was from the Blake's Garage review, which should be going up here pretty soon. So when that goes live, I'll link to it for sure because Blake scared me in my own car and he showed me that this car can actually turn. But I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys what actually happened and how I fixed it. So that way, if you guys have Corsas, you guys know how to fix it as well. This side was actually kind of pointed down too, and now you can see it's way tighter. And I tightened it up and now it doesn't move. Just the big thing is centering it left and right because these things do wanna wiggle. So what I did was I used that orange microfiber, wedged it in right here so it's like acting like a push, and that way it all worked out and now it's all centered, so it looks really good. And I stepped back to make sure they're both even, and they are. So let me show you the other one. So right here's the right one, and as you can see it's pretty much the exact same, nice and tight. Right here, finger fitment as well. So yeah, the Corsas are nice and lined up now. You see that beautiful Corsa. They're so dirty, but it's alright. I just used a microfiber and this 13 mil. And that's how you get in there and tighten down the clamps and make sure everything's lined up. So now the next thing I want to show you guys is the Panhard bar. I believe this one's a white line and it's kind of loose, so I'll show you guys what that is and show you guys the sound that I'm hearing inside of my car when I'm driving at low speeds and I'm hitting like some rough road. This big silver bar right here is the sway bar, and it looks like one of these jam nuts are kind of backing out, so I'm going to put some blue Loctite on them and readjust and make sure everything's nice and aligned. So if you guys are in the Mustang community, you kind of know what a Panhard bar is. It's to align the wheels left or right whenever you lower the car. So my left one is sticking out further than my right, so I hope to center that back out and then also adjust it so that way it stays nice and tight with that blue Loctite. So I'm just going to grip it and shake it and show you guys the sound that I'm hearing. It's kind of a clunking sound, so I might have to raise the audio a bit so that way you guys can understand and hear it. So after you guys just watched me fail right there, I tried yanking on it and stuff because that's how my friend and I, John, We fixed it before because we could hear the clunking. This happened when I noticed the exhaust. So what I'm thinking is that it was just the exhaust was loose. So that was probably the clunking in the rear because obviously the exhaust was all misaligned. I'm gonna go ahead and count that as fixed, and I'm gonna go take a test drive real quick and make sure it's not doing any weird noises. And if it is, well then we have another problem. Alright, so now that we're inside, I'm just gonna try to recreate the sound. There's some speed bumps over in a little neighborhood next to us, so I'm gonna go over those and see if it makes the clunking sound. I'm hoping it was just the exhaust this whole time and we're all good to go. Speed bumps right up there. We're just gonna go ahead and see how they sound with the exhaust fixed. Ooh. Not the smartest to go over those straight. I just scraped my undercarriage. Scrape the undercarriage or exhaust rattle. We'll see. What's worse? I don't know. Ooh, this one's even taller. I'm going sideways. Oh. Still scraped me a little bit, but I didn't hear the rattle. The little divot right here. Let's see. Nope, nothing right there. So just going through the neighborhood, you could usually hear it. I'm gonna hit this little divot right here. Nope. Woo! It looks like all it was the exhaust, and we're not rattling anymore because on this road I used to rattle all the time leaving my neighborhoods. Yeah, I don't hear it at all. I just hear rocks getting kicked up. So I'd say that's a win, and we're all good to go. So it seems like it was just the exhaust. I think that it was a placebo and like a mind trick on me because I thought the Panhard bar was loose, so that's why I thought my wheels were off. But looking at them, they don't poke out any differently really, so I think it might have just been a little mind trick on myself, just thinking something was wrong. But the exhaust is fixed and it's lined up and everything's good, no clunks or rattles. So now I'm gonna show you guys what the new daily is that I picked up for pretty much 300 bucks. Here it is. This is the new daily. It is my old car. I bought it from Copart for $325 after the accident, and I put everything back to stock at Copart. So my coilovers and wheels are off, and luckily I kept my stock parts. So this is going to be my new daily. It looks a little weird, definitely different than what I'm used to, but it's still got 5% tint, my banner, my gloss black roof, and this is how it came when I bought the car pretty much, minus the tint and stuff. Of course, I've got the Ibushi plate right here. You know, just got a rep for my boy Roscoe. Shout out Roscoe. The main damage was on the bumper because I got rear-ended, and as you guys can see, nothing was really too bad. Some of the panel fitment is kind of tweaked because of the rear-ending. I mean, there is frame damage, but not too much. I mean, you can see the gapping is really weird on the taillight, how it wants to shift over and stuff. Trunk still opens and closes, and the bumper has these two marks right here from the license plate of the TC that hit me, which is marked. I still need to properly put on my bumper. I only have 2 nuts holding it in really, so I mean, I don't know how great of that is, but it got me home and I drove it home fine. So I have a nut right here that's holding it in. That's from the inside of the trunk, but this one's still flopping, as you can see. So this right here just needs a nut on the end from the inside of the fender. So once that's in, it's gonna look like that. And this is also a little bit of the damage, some cracking right here, but like I said, this is going to be my daily. The whole point of this car is to take miles off the Mustang, and also it allows me to be a lot crazier with the Mustang. So the mods and stuff I do, I don't need to turn around and drive the Mustang the next day and make sure it's done. So now if it's, you know, a clutch or something like that, or a shifter, and it takes a little bit longer, no stress, I can do it. Because that was a big stressor for me, is having one car and modifying it was huge because I had to work, I had to go to school. If I had to go anywhere in an emergency, I don't have a car really, so that's really all it was, and now I'm all good for that. So even my stickers are here. Tiny Rick, shout out Sabir, he got me that. Yeah, 5% tint and stock wheels. They probably needed some repainting, and I also need new tires. Interior is pretty much how I left it. They treated it pretty poorly at Copart. I mean, it's super dirty. There's just crap everywhere. It needs a good detail, but the tint's still there. All my air fresheners and stuff like that. Head unit's having a little issue right now. I don't know what happened, but I think it might be the ground or the wiring, something small, but I'm gonna get the head unit back in here. I already have the subwoofer in the trunk. So back seat's pretty dirty. As you can tell, that is where all of the bumper was. These seats were folded down because they do fold down. And I just need to steam clean it. Luckily I have a steamer, so no big deal, I'll take care of it. So opening up the trunk, like I said, it does work. There's my head unit. I need to fix something there, and then there's my subwoofer, just how I left it pretty much. There it is, that's the new daily. I picked it up for $325. There was some fees and stuff like that, obviously a Copart, but other than that, she's ready to go. Just needs an alignment, tires, and fix the head unit, and it's perfect. There they are, both tucked in. That's my mom's car. She has a 2014 5.0 Premium, and I have a 2013 5.0 base, so that's us. She's got a sterling gray, I have the black. And it's pretty cool because I match with my mom now, and we have them both parked in the garage. Don't mind her car being super dirty. It was in San Francisco, but a little Matic Works touch right there. This one was a little bit short of a video. I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I was working on the Mustang. The exhaust is now fixed, and so is that rattle, which was kind of annoying. Also an update is the speaker rattle I used to have. I found out it's actually an interior dome light that was stuck in the trash door card thing, and whenever it would unwedge itself, it would rattle, and then it would re-wedge itself into the door card, and I wouldn't hear it. So pulled that out, and now we're all good to go. No door rattle. Maybe I didn't even need to do all of that RTV stuff, but I did anyways, and it doesn't hurt. Also, I'm really stoked I have a daily now. I've never had that before. I've always had one car. That Focus was actually my first and only car besides this Mustang, so super stoked on that. Now I can get a little bit more wild with the Mustang, and I'm glad I showed you guys a couple of the videos that are coming up. I'm also working on a detailing video. It's been kind of crappy out, and I just want to wait to do a good detailing video whenever I can really show off in the sun and have it look good for a full week. Instead, right now it's like raining on and off like every couple of days, which kind of sucks. Any detailer or any guy that really cares for his paint knows what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.